Look around, you'll see little teeny pieces of sea glass inside this gravel, seashells. All right, this is kind of funny. I had just a horrible low tone signal, so I wasn't even filming it. But I think, I think there's an extremely small silver chain right there. All right, another day at the beach, and I'll tell you, it is absolutely mind-blowing how warm and beautiful it is right now, and just really couldn't even ask for anything nicer as far as the weather goes. Now, as far as beach conditions go these days, it is in most instances pretty terrible. I looked at 3 other beaches before I came here, so this beach in particular, which is obviously one of my favorites, has had huge amounts of sand come in. So when you look down the beach, and there's some rocks down there, and there's another one right here to the left that is normally, you know, 6 to 8 feet out of the sand on a good, you know, good conditions. That one right in front of me. Now you can only see about 2 to 3 feet of it, which means below that, this is all new sand. And so when I say new sand, what I mean is this sand was stripped. This whole beach was nothing but rocks last year, over the winter. And all you had was rocks all the way down there, just a tiny bit of sand at the top and a tiny bit all the way up next to these houses right here. This was completely eroded. It's actually a giant pipe that goes along the whole place right there that you can't even see right now because it's below all this sand. So everything heavy is down below it. The conditions here were amazing last year, but once the sand was all sucked out, it started replenishing and you know, on its own from the ocean, so it was getting pushed in. So right now we have extremely high sand conditions. Up here is much higher than it should be. So until we have more erosion, we're going to be kind of working in the same, you know, same soft sand, if you will, and there probably aren't going to be a lot of targets. Some of the beaches I just stopped at to look at, and I did take some pictures as well, they have tractors moving sand to replenish it. So you can see some of the sand replenishment here. They're actually bringing sand in from the north, and if you look way down there, you can actually see a tractor pushing it up against, you know, what's the water line right now. They have an extreme high tide, but all that is new sand. So this is obviously man-made, you know, new sand, which is usually not got much in it. So there you go. Some of these trucks are massive too. That's just a water truck. Yeah, trucks that are sand hauling. I don't know if there's any way you can see it, but about a mile or so down the beach, there's a huge backhoe, and that's where the Santa Ana River is, and that's where they're pulling all the sand from. And they've just got this continual highway of constant movement, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, empty the truck. Yeah, big giant bulldozers are pushing it into the water line and then going back and retrieving more. So it'll be a while before this beach has really any good water line. Doesn't mean up here. There's, you know, when you get in the dry, a buddy of mine just found an unbelievable golden diamond bracelet up here. But down at the water line where I like to hunt, it's going to be a while. You can see this guy's running it all the way into the ocean. He's literally pushing scoops down into the water. And this is one of the big giant dump trucks they're bringing. If you look how massive this thing is, it's pretty intense. That thing is huge. There you go. That's all new sand, and it most likely has absolutely nothing of value in it. this one has actually had its own natural replenishment. In fact, I was talking to one of the older gentlemen who lives up the street. He also metal detects, Frank. And Frank and I were talking about this rock about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, was completely covered. Now you actually do have some of it exposed. What you really need is another, 5 or 6 feet of that rock to be visible before you're going to start getting the heavier targets down low. Same thing goes for that end of the beach. Out where the lifeguard tower is, there usually is a huge, like almost, there's actually a runoff there where it comes down from a creek up above. And where that runoff is, it's a channel. And when that opens up, all sorts of great stuff is in there. But right now, it's so much sand, it's unlikely that we're going to find anything really heavy unless it was recently dropped, and it's certainly unlikely that we're going to find anything old. So hopefully that explains a lot. I wish my GoPro would pick it up. There's a whole line of pelicans out there, and like I said, it is about as pretty a morning as possible. All right, I see my first target, and it is a tent stake. Pretty beefy one. And it does look like somebody's been detecting here lately. There's a couple scoop marks I've seen. So the dry maybe without anything as well. Now I'll tell you what's kind of cool is when you see this much little gravel up here, there's usually small pieces of sea glass in it. So if you look around, you'll see little teeny pieces of sea glass inside this gravel, seashells. All right, this actually sounds like a coin. It says 98, which is obviously high, but yeah, now it's gone all iron, but it had a different sound to it, so I'm inclined to think it might actually be a coin. 96 to 98. I think it's going to be a coin. It just had 97. Now it says 60. I'm wondering if it's a zinc penny, which I'm kind of thinking right now. Yep, it's a zinc penny. Spendable though. It's funny. There's one of my friends on YouTube, the Pirate of Miami, which check out his channel. He's got some great underwater stuff. But he was talking about the fact that all the zinc pennies I get, that I need to go to a 12-step program for zinc pennies. I thought that was awesome. Anyway, yeah, definitely need to get some zinc penny recovery. All right, and have another high tone here, 79 to 81. Which could change, as you guys know. Oh, but it is, it's a dime. All right, awesome. Trying to get it where you can see the stuff in the sun, but unfortunately, because I have my back almost always to the sunshine, it makes it difficult. A little scenic view. The water's super clear right now. Mostly because there just aren't that many waves. I've got something attacking the dime right underneath my coil, so hopefully I'm able to catch it. Yeah, I think I got it. It was really shallow, so I was a little worried it was going to wash away. Yep, it's another dime. Pretty nice little mid-tone right here. 26, kind of in that same nickel range. Sounds a little smaller than nickel, so I'm a little nervous to rinse it. Take it up here. That thing sounds amazing, but I'm not seeing anything good, so I think it's going to be aluminum. Yep. There you go, a little piece of aluminum. Maybe a dime here. High 60s and 70s. 76 now. It should be out. Ooh, now it's in the 80s. Might even be a quarter. Either dime or quarter, I say. And it might actually be a copper penny. Yeah, I think that's what that is. I think it's a copper penny. It is. There's a couple of caves right up in here, and it is a tiny cut. If you look right there, you can see there's a little bit of a cut. But all right, my battery died. At any rate, there's a little cave right here. But if you notice, there's actually a cut right here. It's all new sand. I was describing this again in one of my other videos, that this is all brand new sand. So what's cut is probably unlikely to have anything old in it. Every once in a while you get lucky and a ring will fall, nobody detects it. You know, you get those tiny cuts, and sometimes you'll find rings, but I think it's unlikely there's going to be anything really good here, but we'll see. I'm getting a really, sounds like a low tone, sounds small. It's not even giving me a signal, an actual VDI yet. I like that it's a little deeper, but it still sounds really small. Still down there. Could be a bobby pin, to be totally honest with you. Oh, I think I see it. Might be a watch back. Oh, it's a bottle cap. Huh. About the cleanest bottle cap I think I've ever seen. Honestly, it looks like it's stainless steel. Huh. I think it is stainless steel. Wild. There you go. Bottle cap. How tiny that is. I don't know what exactly it is. It's like almost like a pin with a little plastic thing on it. No idea what that is, but it's tiny. Hey, a little part of the zinc penny. I got a low tone right here. 1 and -18 on a, ooh, now it's an 8.9 on a 900, which a 9 could be a really good number. Small gold can be in that area. Okay, whatever this is very small. I think I see stainless steel. I do. And it's a little piece of a broken stainless steel. Alright, I got what I think is going to prove to be another zinc penny. 60s. Okay, what are you? 65 to 68. I'm calling zinc penny. Does not want to be found. How about now? Stop it. Okay. All right, whatever it is, it's not a zinc penny because it fell through the scoop. No, it is a zinc penny. I think it's just maybe broken. No, it's a whole zinc penny. Just unspendable. Weird. All right, this is another maybe mid-tone. A little bit of a high tone in it as well. Now it sounds like all iron. All right, hide. That sounds like a mid-tone again though. 42. But I can't find this thing wherever it is. Really interesting tone. Okay, should be out. Sounds amazing. 41, 42. Is that a nickel at 41, 42? Come on, really? No, it's, oh, you know what it is? Oh, that's funny. So it is a nickel. It's actually two nickels stuck together. That is wild. I don't know that I've ever found two nickels fused together. Okay, that wins. Oh, they just fell apart. Yeah, they were stuck together though. That was really wild. Huh. All right, that was a first. All right, just got another great sounding mid-tone. Right here. 28 on the VDI. Now it's all iron. Now it's got mid-tone again. $27, $28 sounds like a nickel. Maybe a deep nickel. I think that's Daniel, aka Monterey Magnet Man's name of his new band is Deep Nickel. I'm gonna name my band Eagleback, because I thought Nickelback's already been taken. Oh. 28. All right, should be in the scoop. Bring it up a little higher. Ooh, oh, and there's a nickel. Boy, I'm doing really well with nickels today. Interesting, last time I was here I got a lot of nickels too. I get something really, really tiny. And I think it's just steel, but it might. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a little tiny iron washer or something. Super small. This is a 2 to 4, which is really, really low. So I'm thinking it's just going to be a little piece of aluminum. But I figure I should turn it on. Not too long ago, I did get a gold ring that was a 5. All right, got anything in here? Oh, stainless steel. There you go. All right, got another low tone here. Sounds horrible. Sounds small and horrible. I'm looking for a little piece of either lead or maybe stainless steel. Oh, I don't know what exactly that is, but oh, I think it's part of an old die-cast car. All right, this is kind of funny. I had just a horrible low-tone signal, so I wasn't even filming it. But I think, I think there's an extremely small silver chain right there. It's tied a bunch of knots. There you go. So, it technically counts as a little tiny bit of silver. Let's see what it is. It's bouncing between a 4 and a 7. I think it's only picking it up because there's some knots in it. There you go, little tiny bit of silver. All right, I was not expecting to get any silver, so I'm thankful for what little tiny bit I get. And sad to say, it's gonna go in the empty Pirate Mike / Vaseline recovered from the beach treasure box. Now we got something in there. All right, got a mid-tone, 26 to 29. You guys see the VDI. Now it's doing all negatives, only because I filmed it. It definitely sounds like a mid-tone. Now it does sound like all iron, but I think it's going to be a mid-tone. It really sounds a lot like a nickel. It should be out. Now it's a solid 28, and we got a nickel. But I am killing it in nickels. I don't know, like 4 or 5 of them, and almost no other coins. Got another one that sounds like a mid-tone. A lot of iron in it. It says -19. Should be out. Now it's a 22. Oh, what do we got? Am I all of a sudden getting jewelry? The hell out. I think it's junk, but it's definitely jewelry. It's got a little blingy bling to it. Yeah, all right. CD, I think it says. C in diamond colored stones, and then D in the blue. So there you go. All right, little bit of bling goes in with the other little bit of jewelry. And some weird little stuff right now. Another tiny alien spaceship. Oh, I think I see little aliens coming out of it. Not. I wasn't filming this because I honestly thought it was iron, but now it's out of the hole. It's an 84. It might be my quarter, and if it is, that means I have the cycle. 84, 85. Ooh, I think I see a quarter. It was really deep too. Nice. I have the cycle. As Daniel says. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's a bicentennial, 1976. I can see a little drummer on the back. All right. Sounds like all iron, but so did that last one. It was a quarter, so we're gonna film it. Still sounds like iron, still says it's a -17. Still down there. I will say this, I like it when the targets are pretty deep, because that means we're at least getting down into heavier layers. Doesn't mean it's good, just means that we're getting down a little bit. It should be in the scoop. Now it does sound like it's all iron. You can see a bobby pin. Yep. Come on, Bobby. Alright. Thinking that's just stainless steel. Yeah, I think it's just a stainless steel washer. Looked really bright when it first was in the scoop. Got a kind of odd sounding one. Sounds like it could be either like stainless steel or just straight up iron, maybe a mid-tone. Sounds really small, whatever it is, but yeah, I'm starting to think it's just iron. Oh, am I seeing a little, another one of like the things I just got a little while ago? Huh, I think it is. I think it was some sort of a little loop. And I do believe that that is going to be just iron or steel. Alright, I got a super deep, super high tone. Maybe a quarter. Still down there. Okay, should be out. I think it's going to be a quarter. Maybe a silver ring would be awesome, but I think it's going to be a quarter. Yep, I see a quarter. All right. I think that means I have to cycle twice. Pretty sure. All right, go in this hole and we'll go for another walk. All right, I think I got a zinc penny right here. It's a 62 on my VDI. Not very deep. 62 to 64. I think I see a zinc penny right there. And maybe spendable? I think so. I think it's gonna be spendable. Got a great sounding low tone right here. 9 or 10. Still down there, which is kind of a good sign. Hoping it's just not a small piece of aluminum. I wish it was a little deeper than that. Still sounds great, but I think it's going to be something small. I think I see a little piece of something here. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, a little piece of aluminum. All right, guys, it's another what I like to refer to as a realistic hunt. Again, I like to show all my hunts. I want people to know that, you know, I do get gold and silver, but it is not every time, for sure. So, I'll show you what I did find. Unfortunately, I didn't film this spoon. It is an old spoon. I do believe it is actually copper or brass underneath there with a silver plating on top, but it is not silver. The silver ones turn bright purple or, you know, kind of blackish. Definitely not. You can kind of see whatever the under, you know, the base metal is popping through right there. So, not silver. Did get a 10 stake, pretty beefy one as I mentioned in the video. I did get some little pieces of stainless steel. This bottle cap that really honestly does look like it's stainless steel. It just doesn't rust. Even sitting in the bag for a while with all the rusty stuff, it didn't rust. Got a bobby pin. I thought I had 2 of those, but oh, there is the second one right there. There you go. 2 bobby pins. A bunch of little pieces of metal, all sorts of just little fragments. I did get these 2 tiny pieces of sea glass. And as I was mentioning, if you look in those big shell areas that wash in, sometimes you can find some really cool little pieces. Perfect for making little jewelry or something. Pulled this cork off the beach. I did get 2 quarters, 2 dimes, 5 nickels, and a total of 6 and a half pennies, 1 copper, 2 potentially spendable zincs, and the rest are either just absolutely gone or pretty much pieces. I did get this, and I thought that was kind of neat. It's a little bling CD. The C is, you know, fake diamonds, and the blue is fake sapphires or whatever, blue colored stones. Again, it is junk. And then I got this, and the only reason I'm sure I got it is this little knot right there. It is a little silver chain. you know, obviously not much, but does mean I still found silver on this hunt. So there you go. And if you guys are interested in any of the stuff I do use CKG scoops. I love my titanium scoop. Also, I do use a gold Pulltab scoop, and I do use Tony Eisenhower waterproof headphones. All of those are available to contact through the link in the description of this video. So if you go into the description of this video, you can go to the links, and you will see that there is links to both gold Pulltab and CKG and Tony Eisenhower. It's actually his email. So there you go. All right. A lot of people have asked me how to get a Pirate Mike t-shirt. And for a long time, I was trying to, you know, ship them from here. And oftentimes I didn't order enough to have the right sizes for people. And it was getting just cost prohibitive, and the shipping was crazy expensive. And so I did get to a point where, and also my printer said he couldn't make the small batches I was ordering. So I did set it up where you can go directly onto our, I did set it up where you can directly link from all my videos to Spring. And Spring has all sorts of cool stuff, like check my coffee out. Pretty cool. And you can get all the stuff on the Spring site, and I will try to set up a link where you guys can just go ahead and click at the end of the video. But if I don't have that up soon, just know that all the videos do have a link to the shirts. If you have problems finding it, go ahead and put it in the comment, and I'll see if I can get you a direct link to it. Hey guys, Pirate Mike here. Just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea why I do this, but every time I find a $50 at the beach, I stick it in my eye. Again, I sure hope you like my channel, and thank you again for watching and for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Sure love it if you guys would subscribe. You can just click on my head right here, or you can watch either of these two videos.